Hi, this is Vinay, neurocritical care stroke and epilepsy specialist. Today we're going to talk about NEUROGPT.ai, advancing healthcare experience through generative AI. The whole purpose of our existence is to create intelligent conversations at the level of delivery. The minute you do that, you improve patients' outcomes, clinicians' experience, and overall increase the value chain to decrease cost. There are three key areas that we have identified. Patients need to have increased medication adherence. The biggest problem, they don't understand the side effects. They don't understand how the medication is going to interact with other medication. This happens all the time in my stroke clinic. It is so important that the minute they have better understanding of their medication compliance, their adherence to medication shoots up significantly. This decreases admissions, this decreases ER visits. Extremely important to create value chain. Number two, clinicians. As clinicians, we are getting busier, burnt out. We need faster, easier access to evidence-based medicine. With the advent of natural language processing, and we can have reference at the end to check where that particular summary is coming from. And lastly, the hospital administrators. There's such a huge inefficiency in discharge planning. The minute the patient gets into the hospital, discharge planning should start. There should be a constant, continuous summarization of the EHR chart, because the minute that happens, you can decrease the number of days in the hospital, in the ICU. You can decrease readmissions, which is a major problem for hospitals right now. The minute you're able to do that, this will create a significant value for hospitals. Three problems, three solutions. All three of them are language models. For patient medication, we are creating SANEPTIMed, taking all the medical corpus for all the medications honestly available open access. We are creating question and answers generated, and we'll show you in a minute how. The second one is SANEPTIQuery for evidence-based medicine, and the last one is SANEPTISummarize, beautifully summarizing the current admission plan in a way that is actionable. And the minute you click one button, this nurse that spends 3 hours creating a discharge plan can be completed in minutes. Our overall solution is one application, multiple models. And the reasoning behind it is that anyone who can come up with a large language model can implement it through our application to all three major clients, patients, providers, and hospital administrators or electronic health records in general. I will show you how our integration plan goes. We are starting with SANEPTIQuery. We're going to add the other two sooner than later. The reasoning behind it is that we have to understand that I cannot do everything. And there will be other people who will be developing large language models. They need to use our platform to easily be accessible to different market areas. We're going to start with SANEPTIQuery with clinicians, and as soon as we're done with it, we're working hard on the SANEPTIMed. We have also added ChatGPT for, easier for people to actually use general language model as well. So the idea behind it is that we use one application that is integrated, that is secured, that is available massively for different clients, and therefore provides a significant value chain. And the market is huge. I mean, the total number of patients in the United States is half of them, 150 million. The total number of providers, including physicians, nurse practitioners, dentists, about 6 million or so. And there are 40 million hospital discharges per year. You're talking about 400 million in a 10-year period. So that's a huge market that we can tap into. Even 1% of that market is going to be gold. And our business plan is simple. For SANEPTIMed, there are multiple digital pharmacies that are coming up. There are regional pharmacies over here in Dallas, Texas. There are 3 of them. One is for the north, one is for the middle, and one is for the south. And all of them are starting to compete. And they will look into these large language models as a value-added service for their patients. SANEPTIQuery. I spend like $6,000 a year on my continued medical education. This is such a huge problem, and it's still so inefficient. If I have access to one natural language processing model that can summarize the evidence for me, I will pay for it in a jiff, and so would all my friends. I did the research. And SANEPTISummarize is probably going to be the most important thing. This enterprise solution will be so important for many hospitals, especially small hospitals, where their discharge planning is very hard because of limited resources. They do not have the capacity to make sure that physical therapy has seen us, occupational therapy has seen us. It is so simple, you can literally get done with a stroke workup in 48 hours. However, it sometimes takes 6 days. Each day saves $5,000 to the system. For us to make this into a reality, there are 2 rate limiting factors. One of them is quality data. And it's extremely important, especially in healthcare, that the data is not just quality at the baseline, but it's verified for accuracy. How we do that? We already have a huge system. We have so many people who are volunteering to do research with us. We have done this for approximately the last 3 years. We have created the Neurology Pocketbook. We have the Neuroscience AI Academy. We have papers published. There are tons and tons of physicians in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh that contact us rather than we going out. And the reason behind it is that they want to get published and be able to apply for United States residency programs. If they get their names on the research, which they are so important for them, that they are willing to do it for free. Not that we are going to do that. What I'm saying is that we are creating a whole system, a separate mobile application that they will be able to write a new multiple choice question or frequently asked questions for the patient. More importantly, those that are already generated, they will be able to rate those questions for factual accuracy, medication accuracy, etc. And this is a win-win situation. They want to get research publications done. We want to get the data accurately done. And therefore, we can do it in much faster, better, efficient way as it is beneficial to all parties. There are two major limiting factors. One of them is quality data. For healthcare, it is extremely important that the information is factual. And we have a fantastic system to make sure of that. We have already done this for the last 2 years. We have the Neurology Pocketbook completely done by volunteers. We have the Neuroscience Academy. Faculty has donated their times and most of it is going to be available for free. The biggest thing is to make sure that we do it in the right way. We have tons and tons of volunteers that want to be part of a research team. There are physicians after physicians who want to get into US medical residency programs, which are called international medical graduates. And to be part of a great research ensures them they have a great CV for application. So this is a win-win situation. We are already working on a mobile application that they can generate their own questions. And more importantly, they can rate the answers and the questions according to factual accuracy. So we will be generating a lot of good, high quality data at a very reasonable price. The second biggest issue is GPUs. It's costly. And this is where being part of this accelerator is going to be really helpful to us, as we will have access to GPUs to build up our own foundation model for biomedical sciences on the basis of medical corpus, where we can get electronic health record data, we can get medication data, we can get the evidence data, and this will really propel us to be successful. Our growth strategy is very simple. For patients, we're creating highly valuable content. This is extremely important, especially in neurology and psychiatry. For clinicians, there's only one thing that works, and that is word of mouth. We're going to give 30% of the first year revenue to any clinician who refers to us. That is the best foot forward rather than spending money on Facebook ads and Twitter ads. And lastly, the administrators. If you have spoken to enough administrators that I have done as a neurocritical care director and as a stroke director, you would know that there are two problems that I'm most worried about: implementation and cybersecurity. They need to know that it can integrate to the existing technologies, and most importantly, it's going to be secure. Not only that, we are developing a complete principal care management solution through NeuroCare AI. And the reason behind it is that we want to make sure that our clinicians and our patients are generating new data for us directly. So therefore, we can eventually use that into our large language models. These are complete medication management modules that are extremely important for patients and physicians. And most importantly, if the patients actually share that information to their physicians, physicians can actually bill on it and increase their clinic revenues. So this is not just a hoax. This is actually a billable service that clinicians can provide and make money from. Of course, one of the key issues that we are most interested in is making sure that everything is multilingual. Global health equity is a big issue, and we want to make sure that all the languages are represented. We are starting with 5 of them: English, Urdu, Filipino, Arabic, and Spanish. We're going to extend more as we have more capacity, but for now, we're going to be concentrating on these 5 languages. Both the founder and co-founder are physicians, so we can bootstrap it for a long time, especially that when you consider all of our teammates from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and Philippines. However, we do have already commitment for $400,000, and we're going to expand significantly as we move along and release these products in the market. One of the biggest issues for health tech is compliance. It is literally the Achilles heel in providing these solutions to mass market. Number one, we can actually get these large language models approved through FDA as class 1 device. Not approved, it's cleared, want to make sure. Second thing, cybersecurity, extremely important. And the last most important thing, ability to integrate with existing systems. Believe it or not, I spend a lot of time personally on all these 3 sections of the company. And anyone who really wants to be successful in health tech really understands that about 30% of your resources goes into compliance. Sales and marketing is extremely important. And I'm going to be honest with you, we have to do some ads initially, etc. And then of course the rest of the 33% is going to go to continued R&D in the future. So let's talk about our team. Me as a founder, I'm a neurologist. My sister Sarah is actually a psychiatrist. We are both extremely passionate about bringing high quality neurology and psychiatry care to everywhere in the world. These are not just my advisors. These are angel investors. Each one of them have committed 100K each. We are going to take this to the next level. Each one of them are highly connected. They're good friends of mine, and we have been co-investing in multiple startups for the last 2 years. I'm extremely grateful to my core team. We of course have a lot of consultants that come on PRN basis, and this is to save cost. The vision of the company is simple. We want to be the go-to platform for anyone to develop a large language model to healthcare and be able to easily provide that experience to our mobile application and platform. We're going to start with our models, but we will open this up for anyone. And I discussed this vision in my latest book chapter, Virtual Care and AI, The Whole is Greater Than the Sum. The idea is artificial intelligence as a service. No one company can do it. We're going to take very small problems, we're going to create large language models according to them, and then eventually they're going to continue to improve and improve and improve and then combine. As a matter of fact, this is going to be the most prime example. I want to see myself as creating a large language model that is also not creating smaller solutions, but acting as a controller. Again, one app, many models. I'm very grateful for your time. Thank you so much. Feel free to contact me. And this is my life's philosophy. If you save a life, it is as if you save a life of all mankind. Thank you.